I am already so tired of all of the talk about New Year's resolutions. What goals are you setting for this year? It's all kind of quite fluffy. It's all for younger women, younger people, and it's not taking account of the hot flashes, looking after your elderly parents, feeling like you're burnt out, feeling like you're invisible. So listen, I'm going to tell you about the 25 habits that I'm ditching now that I'm in my 50s. And I tell you what, these are great for you. These are great for me. These are great for us. Let's get into them. Hello, Bab. How you doing? I'm Marvarine. Welcome back to my channel. And for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm a television journalist, but I'm also a transformative coach. So I help women in midlife rediscover themselves, embrace their true selves, and curate a more fulfilling life. And on this channel, I talk about all the challenges that we go through, that you go through, and how we can find a way together to just have a bit more peace in our lives, right? And just live our best lives. Okay, let me grab my list. There are 25 of them here. Listen, I've had to have a list because I can't remember 25 all in one go. I'm not an actress, I'm a journalist, darling. 25 habits that I'm going to ditch and that you're going to ditch too to make your life much more peaceful. Here we go. I've split the pesky habits into 3 categories. So prioritizing comfort, slowing down, and asserting your boundaries. Okay, so let's rock and roll. Prioritizing comfort. First of all, people pleasing. It ends. Let's stop bending over backwards, saying yes to everybody and doing things that you don't want to do. A friend of mine asked me just the other day, do you fancy going to a live show, brilliant doctor who's on the telly a lot? I looked at it and I thought, it looked good. And I was thinking, yeah, it'd be nice to go with my friend, but I don't really like this guy. He's okay, but he's not my cup of tea. So I had to pause for a minute because I almost said, yeah. And probably I would have regretted it. So I said, no, but thanks for asking. Right, more of that. Perfectionism. Let's stop chasing being perfect. Gone are the days where your hair's perfect, your makeup's on point every day, you're wearing the best heels, best handbag, I used to do that a lot in my 20s. I was a fool. Let me tell you what happened today. My hair is not right today. My hair is a mess. I'm going to the hairdresser's tomorrow to have my extensions refitted. It doesn't look very good. I've kind of beaten it into submission. I could have stopped today and gone, I'm not going to record my video today. No. I'll wait till tomorrow till I get my hair done. No, I don't care. For me, this video and getting it recorded and uploaded for you is more important than how my hair looks, right? So please ditch perfectionism. All right, be more like me. Neglecting self-care. This is really important. I have spurts of, I want to have a massage. And then when I have a massage at the local beauty salon, I'm like, that was so good. I need one every month. I don't get another one literally till about 4 months later because I'm busy doing other things. Do I go to spa days? No. The only thing I do, which I think is doo-doo, the only thing I do regularly, like every 2 weeks, is I get my nails done. And they are due to be done now. Because I just always love having great nails, perfect nails, lovely colour, sparkle. That's because, like, I used to work at QVC, obviously the shopping channel, you'd pick things up and your hands would be looked at closely. And I've just gotten into the habit, I like having my nails looking pretty. So do you, whatever you need to do, make sure you look after yourself, right? And you carve that time for your chill out zone, yeah? Stop wearing uncomfortable clothes. I am not doing it anymore. I've been battling for ages to get my bras right. I just found the right bras. And I literally bought about 10 of them. Listen, they were quite inexpensive. So I bought 10 of them, right? Because I was like, these feel good. They're not digging into me. They lift the girls up. So if you're like, my bras, everything's feeling heavy, or these leggings are tight, and these trousers, I stopped wearing jeans about 3 years ago because my waist is expanding. So I always wear elasticated trousers. Listen, I don't care who knows. Stop wearing uncomfortable clothes. Number 5, ignoring your body's signals. Listen to what your body's telling you. Rest if you need to rest. Don't keep going. Don't keep feeling like I need to do X, Y, Z. right? I've done that the last couple of years. Before Christmas, I wasn't feeling right. I went straight to the doctors. I was on the phone at 8:29 trying to get in that queue to get my doctor's appointment because I knew something wasn't feeling right and I'm having tests for those things. I wasn't prepared to sit there and go, oh gosh, the NHS is overwhelmed, I bet you I'm just thinking, I'm being silly and what I'm feeling is okay. And please don't do that. Stop it. Yeah. Putting others' needs before yours. I think as women, naturally, we are kind of carers, caregivers, as the Americans say. And we do have a lot on. You might have older kids, so they might already be off to uni, but you might have grandkids, or you might have younger kids, so you're doing everything for them. You're doing everything for your spouse, your partner. You might be looking after the pets. You're running around after work, and you're last. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Self-focus, being focused on you, is not selfish. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Okay? Ignoring your inner voice, your gut instinct is always right. That is one of my mantras. I don't care. I've ignored my gut instinct before at my peril. And now, if something somewhere deep down in my soul goes, you shouldn't be doing that, Marv. Don't get in the car. Don't drive to this place. Don't walk from here to there. I just go, okay body, okay brain. Now there's a higher power, God, whoever it is that you believe is here, that speaks sense to us. That's how I feel. So stop ignoring your inner voice. If you feel something's wrong, you don't have to go down the road with it. Yeah. Emotional eating. Yeah, I've been overweight all my life, always been an emotional eater, trying to sort it out now. If you're in the same vein, if you're in that same place, you eat when you're tired, when you're upset, when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're depressed. You eat, and you don't necessarily eat all the good stuff. You eat the bad stuff. You eat the cream cakes, you eat the donuts, you eat the ice cream, you drink the alcohol on your own. You get bigger and bigger. I've been there, I've done it. I've eaten packets of chocolate digestives all in one sitting. My BMI is high. I'm trying to sort it out now. Just try and break the connection around emotional eating. Right, next one, number 9. This goes hand in hand with the emotional eating, really. Neglecting your physical health. Are you doing it? Everybody's talking about fitness goals and going to the gym and going walking and all the rest. I'm going to do a 5-mile hike.
I'm going to do a 5K run. I'm going to start park running on a Saturday morning.
I'm not doing any of that, but I am moving my body. I'll share a little bit of that probably with you on social media. I'm starting with a new personal trainer on Monday. Very excited to be meeting Tash. Move your body, fuel it with good food, because we in midlife, I'm in my 50s, I think the average age we're going to live to is about 84, so got a good another 30 years in us. Need to look after it, right? Right, so here we are. Tell me what you think. Any of those resonate with you? Drop me in the comments. Are you going to ditch some of those? Have you already ditched some of those? Are these new to you? Please subscribe and like as well, because the YouTube algorithm, get the words right, needs to know that you like Midlife with Marv, so it can tell loads of other women that Midlife with Marv is here for them, and that'd be awesome. Thank you. Right, category 2, slowing down. We are on to number 10. Habit number 10, comparing ourselves. Social media is a liar, but it's also good. It's, it's a blessing and a curse. But when you look at Instagram and you see all these celebrities at the Golden Globes or the Oscars or what have you, and you're like, oh, why am I not that thin? Or why does my hair not look that good? She's so tall. She's so beautiful. We're comparing ourselves. Or we're comparing ourselves to our friends, our colleagues at work. Stop doing it. Easier said than done. I've got a load of tips in a video that covers kind of all of the next few habits. It's called How to Break Your Addiction to your phone, right? Stop doom scrolling. Number 11, social media overload. If you sit there on quiet afternoons, if you get one, and you're mooching on Instagram and it makes you feel sad and depressed, I've done it and I've admitted to it on Instagram. And it's made me feel jealous and envious. It is not a good place to be. I don't want that for you. I don't want it for you anymore, right? Remove the apps, man. Close down your account. Maybe you can't close down your account. Remove the apps. Turn off the notifications. All the tips in that video, right? Doomscrolling. So this is where, you're opening the BBC News app, the Guardian app, the Daily Mail. You see all the news, the horrible, tragic things are happening in the world, and they make you feel powerless. I know this. I'm a journalist. I've lived with it for 21 years. The feeling is hard to navigate. Strategies in doomscrolling. Curate your newsfeed is my top tip there. Procrastination. Sometimes we stop doing something because we see it as a big mountain up there that we have to climb, and it's like, So, I know everybody says it. I know all the self-help gurus say it. Break it down into manageable chunks. It does work. And something else that surprised me, I would procrastinate about a task and I would leave it to the very last minute. I was like one of my students, like a typical student. I used to teach journalism students, and I'd leave doing something till literally the day before. And when I came to the task, I went, oh, that was really easy. Oh, I should have done it before. Yeah, learn the lesson. Just crack on with the jobs, baby. Prioritise the jobs, crack on with them, girl. Multitasking. I bet you're a sucker for this. I am. I try to do 5 things at once. My brain's firing off all over the place. I've inherited that from my mum, actually, because my mum will ask me to do something, and as I'm doing it, she's asking me about the next thing, and I've been telling her, like, she's 88, she's going to be 89 soon. I say to her, can you just slow down a bit? Can I just do this bit first, and then I can do the next bit? So we are cut from the same cloth, but it's not good for your brain, because then it's a racy brain. You're always thinking about what you're doing next. Try to stop multitasking. And rushing. Same thing. Life's not a race. Slow it down. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't walk as fast anymore. I've got more weight on than I had when I was in my 20s. I do my best not to rush around and do too much. Part of me sometimes does forget that I'm not in my 20s, and I will agree to do some stuff, or I'll pack things into my schedule, and then I'll sit down after 2 days and I'll be exhausted. I'll be like,
You went to London, then you came back, then you had a sleep, and then you went out and you did your errands for your mum, and then you came back, and then you had dinner, and then you went to the pub.
and you wonder why at like 9 o'clock, you are shattered. You did too much. Don't do too much. Stop rushing. Okay, let's crack on. There's me talking about actually slowing down, savouring life, right? Slowing down. What do you do to slow down? What do you do to unwind? How are you prioritising your self-care? Let me know in the comments. Share some ideas. I bet we've all got all sorts of different things that we can share. Like I said, for me, it's a massage. It's getting my nails done. I'd like to try and find a really good yoga class, but I don't know. In my area, there's a few church halls that do things. I just need to investigate because I need to be really intentional about it. So what do you do? Send me a comment. Okay, we're into the final furlong. Assessing personal boundaries. Negative self-talk. I know what you do. You call yourself an idiot. You call yourself silly. You call yourself stupid. Maybe some swear words. When you do something wrong, never a big deal, but you really go in on yourself. It's time to stop. It's time to love yourself. If you don't start loving yourself and having compassion for yourself, no one else will. Holding grudges. Let's release it. Is it that deep? Ask yourself that. I have been there. I released a grudge against someone last year. For years, I have been spiteful in my own head about her. Needlessly. She's not hurt me. She doesn't affect me. Her life does not impact me in any way. She's actually a lovely girl. It's just that a few years ago, and I couldn't take the criticism, she criticised something that I was planning to do, and I thought, whoa, stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, argh. I just slapped myself around the face and said last year, why are you being so spiteful? Stop being spiteful. What's the point? Right? She hasn't done anything to you. It's not that deep. Staying stuck, staying in your comfort zone, being a little bit scared to do anything different. What it means is that life passes you by And you might be that person, as I have been, staring at social media and envying everyone else and going, and feeling even more bitter and sad and anxious. But that's because perhaps you're preferring to stay stuck because it's kind of what you know. And it's hard to change things because it's all new. We all fear change. But there might be something totally amazing in that new zone, in that new sphere. Go and have a look. Over apologizing. Stop saying sorry for things, and particularly when it's not your fault. The default is when people, this is a massive annoyance for me, when you're standing in a queue or someone wants to get past you. Sorry. No. Oh, that drives me mad. The words are, excuse me, please. But some people have lost the ability to say it. Sorry. I said sorry. Follow your own advice, right? Stop saying sorry. Okay. Number 20, sacrificing your needs as a carer. So if you look after an elderly parent or a disabled loved one, a child or a sibling, of course, because you love them deeply, you want to do everything for them and you know them best. And sometimes if you have support, or you go away for respite and a carer comes in, or your loved one goes to a day centre, you might feel anxious that they're not being cared for in the way that you know how. But somewhere, somehow, you need juice in the tank, you need refueling, so you do need to stop putting yourself last. Try and carve some time for yourself so that then you can come back to your loved one and give them the very best. Habit 21 that I am ditching: ignoring your dreams. Stop it. If you're dreaming of something, however big, winning the lottery, buy a ticket, right? Just stop dreaming about winning the lottery, buy a ticket. Or there's a job that you've been interested in for a while and you're like, oh yeah, it's great, but I'd never be able to do that. Investigate it, explore how you do it, do some research around it. Don't negate your dreams. Don't think they are not worthy, because they are. And particularly now, when you've done so much, when you've raised children, when you've looked after your elderly parents, and now the home might be empty, or there's stuff going on at work and you're thinking, I'm a bit stressed out, I want to change, and I'm dreaming of something new. Investigate your dreams. Yeah. Living on autopilot. It's kind of similar to stuck, really. You're just letting life pass you by. You are not doing anything. You're just kind of doing the same thing day in, day out, Groundhog Day. You actually numbed yourself to any wants, desires, dreams, goals, aspirations that you ever had. Wake up. Embrace them. You can. You're allowed. You deserve it. Come on. Okay, fearing failure. I'm going to point up here because I just published a video about embracing failure and how we should embrace failure in midlife as women in middle age. I know all the kind of self-help advice around just do it, take action. It's all kind of like quite fluffy, and it doesn't really take into account, you know, everything that we've been through in life and what we're experiencing, menopause, health changes, all the impacts on our lives, and the fact that where we are in our life and our race and our ethnicity and where we live and our personal circumstances and our finances all have an impact on what we do and how we do it and when. But if we just try and not procrastinate, you never know what's on the other side. You never know, you could surprise yourself. Stop fearing failure. Okay, and my last two, number 24. Stop avoiding your finances. Salutary tale, I avoided my finances for quite a few years. I had massive debts. I was in a hellfire pit of debt of my own making. And for a long time, I avoided the fact that it was of my own making. And I was happy in avoiding the state of my debts. I had to face them, and the minute I faced them, it was tough. It was an uphill struggle. I had to admit the debt that I was in, not just to me, but to authorities and to people that I love. And I lost a lot. So, but you work towards fixing them. I work towards fixing them, is what I'm trying to say. And I want that for you. I want you to work towards fixing them or trying to figure out. So this is the current position. It's awful. What else can we do? How can I earn more money? Do I need to look for some side hustles, another job, try and work a way of getting more income? Because of course, cost of living crisis is real. Everything's gone up. It seems to be going up. And the wages we have in our hand don't quite cover anything every morning. Sometimes we're in negative. Kind of almost like negative equity, but facing it and tracking your finances with a spreadsheet. Teach yourself how to use a spreadsheet. If you're not a fan, jump on YouTube, teach yourself, get some lessons, and they're really good. And maybe one day I'll share like my budget tracker that I use to keep an eye on everything that's going in and out every month. Might help. And the last one, stop overspending. I used to overspend. I built up debts, spending on nonsense, loads of clothes, got loads of clothes. I stuck a load of stuff on Vinted last year. There used to be deliveries almost every day. From all the brands, you know all the brands. I used to get emails every day. There'd be some brands would email me 20% off here, use this voucher code, da 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 da. I was attracted. I was like a little magpie. I stopped getting all those emails. Last summer I stopped buying, and the reason I stopped buying is because I woke up. I finally found my purpose, and I finally started my coaching training, my coaching study, and content creation. So my brain has a focus, and I don't need to spend anymore. And I'm wearing my clothes, and I'm re-wearing my clothes. And I've sold things on Vinted, and you just feel better. You feel freer, and of course, your bank balance feels a lot better too. Habit 25. Stop overspending. Right, I hope they resonate with you. Hope you've commented. Please subscribe and like and hit the notification bell. I've got lots more videos as well if you want me to coach you. All the links in the description box. And follow me on social media. I'm there everywhere. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.